Hey everyone, welcome to the Thomas Blooms channel. I am your host Thomas Blooms, and today we're going to do a different video than what I've been doing before. We're just going to do a garden tour. So I'm just going to show you everything that's going on and what's happening. The garden is about 90% done. So it's just about showing it and the companion planting and the succession planting and everything else like that. I'm going to do my best to not go on about, information about like what to do and all that stuff, because it's just a show to highlight the garden itself. And it's looking kind of good. I'll show you like mostly it's positive, but there are a few, unfortunate things, and that happens in gardening. So I'll be highlighting that as well. But not bad. Like today is June the 12th. I always get confused with the date. So today is June the 12th, and it's a Saturday, and it's a beautiful day out. So I know that we're in stage 1 or code green or whatever we're doing in Ontario right now. And it's a great day to go out and just enjoy the outside, okay? So come with me with my tour. I'm going to be showing all the vegetables and all the fruits, so you won't be seeing my face for the rest of the video, which is probably a good thing for some of you. But I'm just going to highlight these things, and I'll have a few little bit of tidbits. I know I said I wouldn't go on about the information about what to do and all that. I'm going to be showcasing those in other videos. Stuff like pollinating, how to self-pollinate, how to trellis, and how to fix like zucchini so that they don't get mold or mildew and that kind of thing. I'll do those in other videos, but I'll just highlight a couple things that I'm doing with that kind of stuff, okay? So I'm just going to pan out and then get started in the video, okay? So just 1 second. Okay, so this is the strawberry hanger that you guys have seen before in my videos. So as you can see, it's all nice and developed here. We have a few strawberries, so if you look here, so there's one already. I've already harvested 4 strawberries, okay? So not all the strawberries that are ready to be picked have been picked, but look, see that this one's just slightly turning. So just a little pro tip for you guys with your strawberries. See, this one is almost ready to pick. So the pro tip is, once your strawberry is red, leave it on the vine for a few days. Okay, so when it's on the vine for a few days, it will gather its sweetness. It'll make it much more sweeter to taste. You see here's the flowers here. These guys will all turn into strawberries soon. But yeah, so just let them on the vine for a few days. It'll gather its sweetness, and you'll have much more delicious strawberries. It's different than at the grocery store. At the grocery store, if you cut a strawberry open, you'll see how it's white on the inside, tinged with white. It should be all red inside. Okay, so just leave it on there for a few days and everything should work out. So this is my blueberries. So this is one. These are the ones right here and right here. These are the ones that are supposed to be giving me blueberries soon. And let me just zoom in here. Yeah, so these guys hopefully will start developing fruits. However, when they were flowering, it was during that crazy heat wave that we were having earlier a few weeks back, and it might have cooked the flowers before they had a chance to flower into blueberries. But I'm hoping I'm wrong, and I'm hoping that it will create some blueberries for me soon, and then I can have these guys flower for me and get ready for August. Okay. These are nasturtiums right here. They haven't flowered yet. They're just right now petals. But these are good flowers for keeping pests away. And also they're good for eating. You can actually put the nasturtiums into a salad and they will taste nice. Here's my fig tree. This is a Black Mission fig tree. It's about 3 years old. The thing about figs is that depending on the fig tree you have, it could take anywhere from 6 to 10 years to actually bear fruit. But in the meantime, you could use these figs and actually boil them and put them into a tea for a fig leaf tea. Okay, use the small ones. Okay, the small ones, because they're more fresh. If you use the old ones like this, they're more fibrous, fibrous or fibrous, however you want to say it, and it doesn't taste as good. So you use the young little leaves for that stuff. Okay. This is my sweet potato bucket, and there's nothing to show in here because the sweet potato is actually like in here. Okay, so what happens is you put a sweet potato in here, or a part of a sweet potato, and you let the islets grow, and it's pretty soon it's just going to come out here and then start flowering. And then once it starts flowering, it will grow potatoes throughout the grow bag. Okay, so we're just going to develop that, but right now it's just blank. Okay, and oh, over here, these are both of these here, these are my pumpkins. I have no idea where I'm going to put them. Both my kids, they're like, hey, we want to carve some pumpkins for Halloween. So I'm like, okay. So I have them in here. I can transport them anywhere because they're in the grow bags with the handles. I'm not sure where I'm going to put them, so they're here for now, but they're doing nicely. And one for each child, and if the pumpkins grow, you know, it saves money, at least for Halloween. Instead of going to the store and spending 20, 30, 40 bucks on a pumpkin, you know, grow it here and see how it goes. All right. Now this monstrosity right here, whew, this is my raspberry and blackberry. Okay, so it's mostly raspberries. And let me just zoom in here. You see these guys right here? So they've all been flowering, and you can sort of see this is the raspberry. It is yet to turn its colors, okay? But they're really abundant on this, and you could see, and I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but it's all loaded through here. Okay, so yeah, so this raspberry right here is 3 years old, and the ones along here, the raspberry and blackberries here, are 2 years old. So you could tell there's a definite size difference in the development. This has had an extra year to plant roots and get established and really be prolific. And the one thing you need to understand about blackberry and raspberry is that they're spreaders. They will spread everywhere. So isolating them like this is great because then it won't go in there, okay? And then take up valuable gardening space. So, but this will give me a lot of raspberries this year. In fact, so many that I might have to give some away, all right? Okay, so now we're gonna go to my watermelon. Now, these watermelons actually went through a really bad time. I'm just going to show you here. So see, look at this guy right here. And there's a little guy in there. Oops, see, a little guy in there. And a little guy in there. So I had these same watermelon growing in my grow tent for 8 weeks. April and May, basically. And what happened was that I had them here. They were established. I was able to trellis them, so I was able to keep them on these this metal cage, and they were growing. But then it was the last week of May that it dropped 2 nights of 2 degrees only. And if you remember from my other videos, I told you that summer plants, like watermelon, need at least 10 degrees at night to really thrive. And less than that, you endanger them. They can die, and that's basically what happened here. We had 2 nights of 2-degree weather, and they died, but not at the base. So I cut them. Okay, I don't know if I can show you here if the cut that I made. Oh yeah, there it is. See if you can do it here. So right where my finger is where I cut it. Okay, and so this leaf here is extra. But I cut them, and within a week they started to go green again. Okay, but I wasn't sure they were going to last, so I planted 3 more watermelon seeds in my grow tent. And so now I have extra watermelon growing out here, and this is a sangria watermelon. This is something new that I planted. Sangria watermelons are the football-shaped watermelon. They're oval and they're long, and so I have this here, and I'm going to have it trellis. Well, I won't trellis it. I'll have it carried down into here and wrap around my raspberry and blackberry patch, just to grow a different kind of watermelon. Oh yeah, so you can see here there's a lot more raspberries here. Look at all here and all here. It's insane. And I wanted to show you one of my blackberries actually. Oh, so this is my blackberry. So look at that flower. Isn't that a nice little flower? Blackberries and raspberries, the leaves are similar, but the flowering is slightly different. So there's a good example of a blackberry flower. I don't have any raspberry flowers per se because they've already flowered, and now they're producing a lot more raspberries. And here's more, here's more blackberry. They have yet to flower, but we'll have a few blackberries. But at least for this season, the raspberries are taking over. Oh, this is an example of a raspberry flower. See that little guy right there? It's a little bit smaller, similar to blackberries, but a little bit different. Okay.